Hey everybody, it's Lucas D. I hope you're all well. So I thought I'll bring out a video for you guys before the patch 2.3 comes out in Path of Exile. The patch should be out in the next 24 hours and a new league should be started. If you guys are thinking about doing different builds and stuff like that, I thought I'd just give you one that I've been just mucking around with. I had given this a go in the 1 week league and I thought it was quite a decent build, and I got my character to level 86. It is a totem bladefall build, and what it does is it uses the assassin tree in the shadow area, and if I have a look over here you can actually see what I've got. So we have the deadly infusion, we have the 10% chance to gain a power charge on non-critical strike. We also have ambush, so we get 40% to critical strike multiplier against enemies that are on full life and 100% more critical strike chance of enemies on low life. So we have nice fast clear speed. Now the links you want to look for with this build are try and get yourself a 5 link, which would consist of Bladefall of course, and then you'd have Spell Totem, increased area effect because it is a fast leveling build. We want to level as fast as we possibly can. Added fire damage and concentrated effect. Those links work pretty well together. I found the DPS being pretty good, and the way it works is also we'll be using Orb of Storms. Orb of Storms is linked as a 4 link, and what we have with Orb of Storms is increased area of effect, increased critical strikes, and power charge on critical strikes. So what happens is when we drop our Orb of Storms, as you can see, look how much area we've got. Basically almost the whole screen, which is fantastic. So any mobs caught in this screen will get hit by the Orb of Storms, and what that effectively does is it gives us pretty much power charges at all times. So when you got max power charges, you can get at least 7 power charges, which is pretty good with this build. Now we'll do a quick map. I'll just show you really quickly. I don't know what maps I got here. I'll just muck around with what I have, and we'll just do the orchard map just for fun, you know what I mean? And let's see what we can come up with here. So 30 more monster movement speed. Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough. Why not? And then we've got 40% less life recovery, mana recovery, energy shield. Whatever. That's fine by me. I don't care. And we'll just chuck that on here and activate the portal. It's a tier 8 map. Okay, so for a little bit of increased defenses, so in case we don't want to die, I've only got 4,500 life and 311 shield. So what we'll do is we'll have Enfeeble. Enfeeble will be linked with Blasphemy, and I'll put that on right now. So let's put that on. Okay, so effectively we've still got 622 mana once we have that on. Now as you can see, I'm not using any auras like Hatred or any heralds like Herald of Ash, things like that for increased physical damage. I've already got 15,700 DPS per totem, and when I have my power charges up, that's where the DPS really kicks in, so we'll be getting about 32,000 DPS per totem. Let's go in here right now really quickly. Let's see what we can do. Alright guys, so we're in the map now, and I'm going to just show you guys how Orb of Storms works when you link it with increased area effect, increased critical strikes, and power charge on critical. So watch how many power charges I get. Okay, see, all my power charges are already fully up. So I've got max power charge straight away, 30,000 DPS. And then I cast my totems down. And that's it basically. So you cast your Bladefall Totems down and let the Bladefall Totems do all the work, or you just run around getting clear speed and just clear everything in the area. We'll see if we can do the boss, and as you guys know, the boss is pretty difficult in this map, and we'll see if we can clear the boss in the orchard map pretty fast. What we'll do, go down here. Okay, we'll do vegan. What level is he? So this is a level 75 map. If we go down here to level 76, come down here, put my 2 totems up, begin combat. Okay, There we go. And he's done. Not much risk there at all. So let's move on now. See if we can get up to this boss map, wherever it is in here. Okay, here's the boss room. Gotta be really careful still, as you know this boss can really do some damage. There he is there. Where's he gone? Okay, he's over there. There he is. And he's dead. Okay guys, so what we'll do now is we'll just have a quick look at the skill tree and what I did in the shadow area, and which paths I chose when building up to the dual Bladefall Totems. Now, pretty much you'll notice at the start that you won't get dual Bladefall Totems straight away because it's pretty much all the way over here, so it's going to take considerably a lot of skill nodes to get to what you really want. So we won't be looking at dual Bladefall Totems until you pretty much get into merciless difficulty. What you'd effectively be doing is you'd still be picking up the physical nodes and the life nodes, also the crit nodes as well, but instead of taking all the unnecessary paths, we can still make our way over to dual Bladefall Totems, and at the same time we can still level up very fast and effectively. And the way we do that is we pick up Feral Knives, and then once we get to about level 12 we can also start using Blade Vortex. Once you get through the leveling process and you get to about level 28, then we can move on to Blade 4. The curse we'll be using is Warlord's Mark, and that will be linked with Blasphemy, so you always have that curse up, and effectively when you hit an enemy or a mob you'll get mana, 2% mana on hit, and you'll also get 2% life on hit, so it will become pretty effective for you to sustain mana and also sustain life. If you still need more tankiness, you can also get Mind Over Matter. So Mind Over Matter will work when you're self-casting Blade 4, but it won't be as effective when you've got Bladefall Totems, because Bladefall Totems does require a lot of mana. As you can see there, 117 mana. If you have a 5 link and you're leveling up, even if you have a 4 link, you don't really need the 5th link until you get to merciless difficulty. So we'll just take a look at the inventory now when you're leveling your character. So if you're leveling your character up into merciless difficulty, we'll be using Blade 4, so we won't have Spell Totem in there. You could pretty much safely do it as a 4 link. You can use Blade 4, added fire damage, possibly increased area effect. You could use concentrated effect, but if you really want faster clear speed, you can use concentrated effect maybe on bosses, but I kind of like Spell Echo in there. It really fast speed. As you can see, it just casts really quick, and when you've got Warlord's Mark on, so you've got Warlord's Mark linked with Blasphemy, constantly generating life, which will be awesome, and mana. You just do that, mate, and you're clearing everything, so it's really cool. Maybe if you're on a boss, you just get rid of the increased area effect, put the concentrate effect on, so not as much area, but as you can still see, it's doing some pretty good damage there, because it's got more concentrate effect on one mob. But when you're clearing a lot of area, I just recommend get the increased area of effect in there. So yeah, so basically that's what you want to do when you're leveling, and then when you get to merciless difficulty, you switch it over. So we get rid of the Spell Echo, chuck the concentrate effect in there at all times, get another 5th socket, get the Spell Totem in there, and there's your 5 link, ready to go for merciless difficulty, ready to go for extra fast clearing speed. Well, I'm Lucas D. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. And you know, I'm just working on this build, testing this build out. It's not going to be perfect, but it just might give you guys an idea on what you'd like to do in the next patch 2.3. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys really enjoy the new patch. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure the Path of Exile gaming community out there is looking forward to it as well. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you around.